What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Domuto. We back with another video. Today we're watching UnrealEntGaming, yes sir. Beyond Dragon Ball Super, Master Ultra Instinct Goku versus Gohan. Universe 7 arrives in Universe 13. Bruh, I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited, bruh. Ah, man, let's get into it. My nigga Gohan about to... My nigga Gohan, son. Anyway, let's get into it.
As our story now continues following the initial training session involving both Goku and Gohan within the hyperbolic time chamber, as with Gohan now visibly beaten and having to stand before his father who was shown using Ultra Instinct, was when Gohan then went on to respond, "This is just insane. I don't understand how you do it, but you're making all of this look so easy. And to think that despite all of the battles that I've watched you go through, I've never seen anything like this power before. And it's almost hard to imagine that there's still more that you've yet to tap into, but even if I can't reach your level of power at the moment," Gohan continues, "mark my words that I will find a way to match you, Dad. And I will find a way to match your Ultra Instinct as well," with Goku then responding, "Well, you shouldn't beat yourself up over falling behind a bit, Gohan. There is still so much for you to go through and experience, especially since we haven't trained this intensely for a very long time. You're actually a lot stronger than you realize, son. You're a scholar, a father, and a great fighter too," Goku continues. "So don't underestimate the power of your diverse experiences just because you aren't able to rival my Ultra Instinct, Gohan. And since we've been at it now for a few hours, we should go and take a small break and jump back when you're ready. You're my son, Gohan, and I believe in your potential more than anyone can imagine. You have greatness within you, my son, but you can't overdo it. Remember how you were when we were training for Cell?" Goku went on to then question. "I know how much you want to stand back up and continue, but what do you say we at least take a moment to stop and reassess?" with Gohan then responding, "No, come on, you aren't fooling me here, Dad. I know that you can keep fighting, and so you're only offering to take a break because of me, is that it? Well, you should know that I'm not one to just back down and quit now, right? Well, it's really not about quitting or anything, and yes, I can still go, but at what cost if you aren't able to, Gohan? I don't want to just overdo it if your body is still taking its time to readjust to our training. And so here, what do you say?" Goku went on to extend his arm out by asking, "Let's just take a few minutes for you to rest and we'll pick right back up where we left off, okay? And with the amount of time that you and I spent in this place, you are already so much more powerful than you were when we came in here, son." "You think so?" Gohan then went on to question, "because I feel like I'm still trying to fully get myself used to all of this, but oh, what the heck. We'll take 10 just to rest then, if anything," with Goku then responding, "There's no doubt that whatever is about to happen with Universe 13, I know that you'll be ready to face whatever and whomever Lord Reno decides to throw your way, Gohan. So how's about we get some food, huh? Let's go grab something to fill our stomachs before we re-engage," with Gohan then responding, "Well, before we do, let me ask you something," Gohan went on to then question. "So this Ultra Instinct of yours, how confident are you in its ability to predict someone's true nature after battling someone? Are you sure that you can trust that I'm done here, Dad?" "Well, I'm not really sure," Goku then went on to respond. "I would say that it would all depend on the guy who I'm fighting, and so what exactly do you mean, and what are you trying to get at here, Gohan? Wait, what the?" To which, surprisingly enough, before Goku could even go as far as to finish his sentence, was where from out of nowhere, that was when Gohan was then shown attempting to strike his father and having to call his bluff, as Gohan then went on to respond, "Well, isn't it obvious on why I'm asking you, Dad? Because I'm a little curious to see on how your Ultra Instinct works when your guard is down." But then, it was within that very moment, as soon as Goku was shown having to stop Gohan's punch, was when Goku then went on to respond, "Well, that was unexpected. So you were testing my nature this entire time, weren't you?" "I was," Gohan responds, "because you should know better than anyone that I'm not one to take breaks or just back down. And so I want us to continue to to train like this until one of us is no longer able to continue, Dad. So you ready? To which upon Gohan now shown erupting with power and having to blow Goku back was when Gohan then went on to continue. Because I am, and so now get ready and show me everything that you are made of, Dad. Because I won't hold back. With Goku then responding, well, I should have known that he'd go and try and push through in attempting to break his limits because he tried doing the same when he was a kid, and especially after training him to fight and defeat Cell on Earth. Well, alright, Gohan, so now what? What's your move? But then, it was from out of nowhere within that moment as a barrage of energy blasts were now shown having to head towards Goku's direction was when Gohan then went on to shout, my move is to see just how good your eyes are and to find any opening that I can to get through your defenses so that way I can win. Incredible, Goku responds. His fighting spirit is burning way more than it was before, and he's really serious about trying to beat me here, to which as Goku is now shown deflecting each and every single one of Gohan's blasts was when Goku then went on to continue. Now I'll admit that you were actually able to catch me off guard a little with that one, and although I admire your desire to fight, at the end of the day when it's all said and done, you just can't beat me, Gohan. That ultimate level of yours just isn't strong enough to contest.
He talking shit, Gohan.
Responding, you say that now, but trust me when I say that I will find a way to break through your guard and stop you no matter what it takes, Dad. And you'd be crazy to believe that I'll just back down now, as Goku then went on to respond, not bad, Gohan, but honestly, if you're expecting for any of these attacks to damage me in any sort of way, then I'm sorry to say, but it won't even come close, Goku continues. And if this is all that you're going to do, then you just ran your luck right down into the ground. But now I'll go and give you one more chance to try something else that would be more of use to you before I decide to fight back. Oh, darn it. He was able to see right through my counter attempts to try and knock him off his game. Oh, well, so much for that then, Gohan continues. Because it looks like if I want to try and get a good clean hit on him, then I've got to make my way in there and attack him head on, to which as Gohan was now shown doing was when Gohan then went on to shout, oh, this power you wield may be far beyond my reach within the moment, but don't forget, I will find a way to use this battle in my favor and find a way to evolve just like you and Vegeta have. In which even despite Gohan's best efforts in doing what he could to strike Goku, with Goku being shown having to avoid each and every single one of his punches, was when Goku then went on to respond, and I have no doubt that you will find and craft your own path in getting to where you want to be, but unless you give yourself a bit of time to focus on how to evolve rather than simply rushing to evolve, then you'll never find what you're looking for. And I'd be lying if I said that you were ready to match me in Vegeta, but you're getting there. But to get there, you'd need to find your own path like you said, and walk down that road into becoming what you were always meant to be, Gohan. And if you fail to realize this now, and if you fail to understand, then you will never amount into anything more than simply someone who had all of the chances in the world to become the best, only to blow it on nothing in the end, Gohan. To which within that very moment, with one singular strike, as soon as Goku was able to put Gohan back down onto his knees, was when Goku then went on to continue, you know that I believe in you and I always will, even in death, Goku continues. But you are at your limit, my son. We'll need to take steps, but you still have to rest in order to grow. So how about it then, Goku questions? Let's just take a few minutes to get ourselves together before we resume, with Gohan responding, sure thing then, Dad, and thank you for choosing to believe in me for this universal exhibition event.
Yes, sir.
I'll try not to let you down once we head out there to fight. To which all the while, in the meantime, when then venturing back on over into Universe 13 and seeing Reno's handpicked warriors
look at these weak ass niggas, bro.
Time, it was only just as with the two warriors
being
shown
him.
the destroyer was when Voltrix went on to then chime in. So that's the rundown on those Universe 7 participants, huh? Interesting. Well, they don't sound so tough to me. And since Universe 13 was always known for being slightly ahead of Universe 7 when it comes down to strong warriors, I don't think Saffron and I will have any problem in taking down Lord Beerus's gang of weaklings. Isn't that right, Saffron? I second that, Saffron chimes in, but tell me something, Lord Reno. Once Voltrix and I run those warriors into the ground, the only other challenge that would be left for us to deal with would be Lord Beerus, is that correct? And so while you wait on your answer on finding out if you can wage war with the destroyer, it'll be me and Voltrix who deal with him, is that right? With Reno responding, that's exactly what will happen, and so for your sake, the two of you better not disappoint disappoint me either. Because if anything, the two of you should know better than many on how seriously I take my job as Destroyer, Reno continues. Failure to meet my expectations will result in dire consequences, and so you should both tread very carefully with how you decide to go about this against the 7th. Well, you know that we aren't ones to fail you, Lord Reno, Voltix went on to chime back in. And so you can count on us to get the job done out there against the 7th and win. We'll crush those fools and we'll crush Universe 7's God of Destruction if and when we are given the chance to fight him. And that's a promise, my lord, with Reno responding, you better. And so with only 5 hours remaining, I would advise for the two of you to go and do what must be done and wait on my command for when you are to be summoned here. With Cyphron chiming back in, then we'll go and strategize on our game plan until we are called to battle, and so we will ensure that Lord Beerus and these warriors will undoubtedly remember your name by the time that we are done with them, Lord Reno. To which upon Angel Pinota now shown having to appear was when Pinota went on to address Reno by then telling him, well, it looks like the battle arena for our event is all set and ready to be used, Lord Reno. I went and found exactly what you were looking for, with Reno responding, excellent. And what about my throne? I could care less about if Beerus is given one or not, but are you saying that everything is finalized? With Pinota responding, well, everything is as you wanted for it to be, Lord Reno. And while Whis and I wait on the Grand Minister's answer after bringing this to his attention, we will wait and see what he will say, Pinota continues. He did, however, remind us that if he does not get back to us in time, then the answer is no, but he could still notify us during the middle of the event either way, and so everything is good to go. With Reno chiming in, wonderful. Universe 7 is only but a few hours away from getting crushed, and I can't wait to see the look on Beerus's face when it happens, especially if we can fight. And so let's make our way to the arena and wait for those fools there while the rest of us get comfortable. To which all the while back in Universe 7, we only now take a look and seeing as to how there was only 30 minutes left as Whis went on to chime in, well, now I wonder what could be taking Goku so long to find a partner and return to us. And with only 30 minutes left until the event begins, if Goku doesn't show up on time for us to start, then we could be disqualified, my lord. With Beerus responding, I'm sure if that Saiyan knows what's good for him, then he'll show his face before we are called out to go. Or maybe he died and going out of his way to try and get Frieza to join again. Whis, I'm telling you, if he but then it was only just before Beerus could even go as far as to finish where Whis went on to cut in, well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here, my lord. I'm sure that Goku has something in mind, which, speaking of, do you feel that? I can sense him coming right about, well, now. Wow, that was spot on, wouldn't you agree, Lord Beerus? And look who's with him. Well, that certainly isn't Frieza, that's for sure, and so this will be our second warrior, will it?
Sure, it will be, nigga.
Makes you think that you can show your face at any given time that you please, Saiyan? We are less than 30 minutes away, and so where exactly is Vegeta? Didn't you say that he was going to spend a bit of time with his family as well as train alone in that gravity room of his? Oh, did you even bother to see where that Saiyan was, or did you simply manage to get on his bad side again and got told off for being such a headache to everyone around you? Have you trained with your son here while you were away or not, Goku? You better answer. With Goku responding, well, to be honest with you, Lord Beerus, I don't know where Vegeta is at the moment, as he's probably still spending time with his family on their vacation and such, so, and well, in the meantime, me and Gohan had gone and spent a little bit of time training in the time chamber to better prepare ourselves for what's coming. Oh, you there, Gohan, was it? Beerus went on to then quickly address. I'm not too familiar with what you're capable of outside of seeing what you've done during the Tournament of Power, but either way, I want you to listen very closely. You are not to fail me. Do you understand? There is too much on the line here for me.
Get off him, Lord Beerus. That's a Gohan.
Cost me everything here. So, you and your father better give it all that you have and win this for my universe. Do you understand? I will not have that lunatic Reno rip this moment away from me, especially not now. With Goku then chiming in, hey, take it easy, would you, Lord Beerus? Gohan and I aren't going to let those Universe 13 guys beat us, and so you can count on us to win this for our universe by the very end. So just give us a chance, you know? With Beerus responding, oh, I swear if you screw this up again like you did when you battled Reno before, then I'll erase you myself. No goofing off out there, you hear me? I need you to fight as seriously as you can and use your Ultra Instinct in case you have to. No excuses, Goku. Oh, well, so it looks like it's time for us to start then, Whis went on to then quickly chime in. Well, that was very fast. Pinota must have looked into her staff and saw that we were all ready. Well, that was very fast. Pinota must have looked into her staff and saw that we were all here. Well, as much as I would hate to break this little moment up between you all, Whis went on to then continue, we have been called to arrive in Universe 13 right now, and so we better go, with Goku then responding, oh wow, already? Well, and it looks like we've made it just in time then, huh? Alright then, everyone, we should be arriving within the 13th in just about 3 minutes, Whis went on to then continue, and so now hold on tight or you'll be thrown into the void, and so I take it that everyone is ready to leave? I have a bad feeling about this, Whis. The two of you better not leave anything on the table, with Goku then chiming in, well, me and Gohan don't plan on it, and so we're ready as can be. I'm really excited to see who we're going to be fighting out there, Goku went on to continue. You ready, Gohan? There's no turning back now, with Gohan responding, I'm ready, and so let's go out there and get this over with and beat these guys so that way we can all go home. I have a work presentation to deliver in the morning anyways, and so I can't be late, to which upon Whis now being shown taking his leave, our heroes moments later only then find themselves having to finally enter into Universe 13 as Whis went on to respond, alrighty now, and here we finally are. Welcome to Universe 13, and do make sure you watch your step just in case you haven't noticed what's around you, with Beerus responding, and to think that after so many years that I'd ever find myself coming back into this universe. Oh, what are the odds of that, along with those other destroyers coming back to life, especially Reno, that giant bastard. Oh wow, so this is Universe 13, huh? Goku went on to question, and this must be the place where our universes are going to be fighting in, but I will say that this place really isn't as big as I thought it would be, and it's actually a little small, with Gohan responding, well, I think that was by design if anything, and with the exception of the gods themselves, there's only going to be a total of 4 of us fighting throughout all of this, with Goku responding, yeah, I can see that now too, and not to mention that the air in this world along with the gravity on this place is a lot different than back home as well, with Gohan responding, yeah, and it doesn't help that we're also surrounded by molten hot lava all around us either. So just to clarify, the rules were said to be ring outs, knockouts, and, well, death, right? Because, well, I can see why the death part was included now, especially with how hot that looks, so it's better to avoid that. Hey, look up there. Oh, that's him, alright. That's Universe 13's God of Destruction Reno and his angel Pinota. And so it looks like they'll be watching us from way up there then, with Gohan then quickly responding, and it looks like we're not alone down here either, because look across, Dad. Those must be our opponents over there, with Goku responding, oh wow, yeah, you're right. And they look pretty tough as well. Wait, Gohan then responds, take a look over there. On your right side, do you see what I see as well, Dad? Oh, there's no question about it. That one there is a Namekian, with Goku chiming in, hey, yeah, you're right. So it looks like there are in fact other Namekians out there outside of Universe 6 and 7 than we thought there'd be. Well, and here I thought you weren't going to show that bony face of yours, Beerus. Welcome to my kingdom, Reno went on to then continue, the proud and mighty 13th universe, home to the strongest god of destruction among them all. And I've been looking forward to this for a long time, and so now hurry it up and get to your post so that way we can start. Now go and choose your first warrior, in which prior to Beerus leaving was when Beerus then went on to address Goku and Gohan by then telling them, remember what I said, and so don't take any of them lightly no matter how sure you are. Those two aren't the real threat here, Saiyans. It's Reno, and so clear your way through these chumps so that way we can get to the real enemy, in which as Beerus was then shown leaving off to his throne was when Goku then went on to respond, well gosh, it's a little weird to see Lord Beerus all rattled up like this. Well, I guess him and Lord Reno must have a pretty long and troubling history if they're that eager to finally settle things. Enough chit-chat, Universe 7. The time for talking is over and the time for combat is at last at hand.
You can get your ass whooped, ain't you?
So now hurry and choose your first fighter so that way we can hurry this up and begin. Voltrix, you will be going first. Now step down onto the stage, Reno then went on to shout. I hope you came prepared, Beerus, because one way or another, whether it's done directly through me or indirectly, my universe will prevail over yours. And if you and I are lucky, if the Grand Minister gets back to us in time, then you and I will meet center stage and settle the score. Alright, this should be fun, Voltrix went on to chime in. Now, which one of you is going to volunteer to be the first to be slaughtered out here? Make it quick. We've been waiting out here long enough, and just to give you both a fair warning, you and your universe will not be beating us, and so now select your fighter already, with Goku responding. Alright, well, I'm up first then, and so this shouldn't take too long, but I want you to keep a close eye on this guy for when. But then, it was only just before Goku could even go as far as to finish his sentence where Gohan then went on to cut off his father by then telling him, hold on a minute there, Dad. Let me go in there and fight these guys first. In case things get messy out there, at least we'll have your Ultra Instinct power as our last ace in the hole, so it's best if I start things off if anything. Well, alright then, Gohan, but do make sure that you watch yourself out there and do as we talked about, okay? We don't really know anything about these two, and so it's best if you go and try to get the win on them quick, with Voltrix being shown cracking his knuckles and then responding, what's the hold up there, Universe 7?
Shut the fuck up, Voltrix.
Are either of you ready to fight, or
father
are you
son
going to
bonding,
tuck your
nigga.
tail between your legs and run away? And so now hurry up and choose, or I'll go over there myself and choose for you. You two idiots have 10 seconds to do this, with Goku then being shown continuing. We'll need to save our energy and our strength for the moment we reach that god of destruction, and so please be careful out there, son. And I'll do my best to make both you and Lord Beerus proud, Dad, and so you can count on me to get us through. Alright then, I'm ready to do this, and so I'll be your first and last opponent throughout the course of this event. Voltrix, was it? Right. Well, here I am, Gohan then went on to continue.
Talk your shit,
And
Gohan.
so I'm ready whenever you are, and so if you're all ready and set to go, then let's ring that bell and get this over with, cause I'm ready. Oh, those Saiyans better not go and botch this entire thing up, especially Goku, Beerus then went on to respond, because the last time that we held anything like this was when the 7th went at it with the 6th and Goku quit. You and your warriors better not be up to something here, because I am in no mood to play any of your games, Reno. Now hurry it up and call for the battle to start so that way we can win, with Reno responding, oh, what's wrong? You're not getting cold feet on me now, are you, Beerus? Don't worry. This will all be over before you know it, and so you better have a backup plan once your universe loses to mine. And so now then, Destroyer, are you ready? To which it was only right then and there now, within that very moment, with the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Story of the Resurrected Fallen Gods of Destruction, the Universe 13 Saga Manga Chapter number 5 Special then comes to a close. Now, before anything else,
damn, man, this shit fire. My boy Gohan about to fight, boy. He about to fight. Look, I know Unreal didn't write this story for my nigga Gohan to lose now. You know what I'm saying? To lose to some nigga named Voltrix. We ain't come here for that. So I can wait till the next chapter. So, man, you know what I'm saying? You like my reaction? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.